Bismillah wa bihamdih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'inu ala umuri dunya waddin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah, this will be the second contender of the thesis defense. We will have here Dian Rosydianti. Dian Rosydianti, and your thesis title here, it is about how do games affect the writing skill of EFL learners, and then your advisor is Ms. Zaitun, right? Yeah, and then your examiner here, it will be me, and then who is your second examiner?
Miss Mutiarani.
Okay, your second examiner is Miss Mutiarani M.Pd. Yeah. Okay, before you're going to start this thesis defense, let's recite basmalah together. Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's hope you can answer all of the questions. You can give a clear, comprehensive kind of explanation and an answer. Yeah. And then I hope you also already watch all the previous thesis defense. At least that will be your best preparation before you're going to join this one. Okay. And I'm going to give you here around 10 or 15 minutes to explain your PowerPoint presentation, to explain about your complete thesis, and then after that one, I'll give you a direct kind of question, and then you have to answer it also. Yeah. Okay, can you see your PowerPoint presentation here?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, come on, time is yours. Best of luck, Dian.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dian Rosydianti, and the honorable is Mr. Sofian Hadi M.Pd as my thesis examiner. So today I will presentation about the thesis, and the title is How the Game Affect the Writing Skill of EFL Learners. The second slide, sir. First slide is why I conduct this research, because writing is an activity where the people can express their feeling word by word, especially for me, who seldom to show my expression feeling to other people directly. So by writing, I could pull the thought that been hang around my mind, and also by writing, one generation can transfer the knowledge to the next generation. It is how to tools of writing itself important. So writing skills, students are required to be active as doing and thinking as much as possible, putting the ideas, thoughts, experience, and the feelings in written form. And so, however, learning in writing is not easy as imagined, especially if we have applied to junior high school, and then the difficulties of the student writing is this can be found when they have to transfer idea from the Indonesian language to the Indonesian language to English. And then the second difficulty is the student cannot determine the meaning of words than access writing. The student directly practice to writing without learning how to write, and then teacher usually provides several topics and ask the learner to choosing one day immediately, and then once completed, the result of writing are collected, corrected, and assessed by the teacher. So such as continuous activity will make the student prepare oval mouth, and then not like learning to write. Teaching writing for junior high school is level student the most challenging teaching practice, because teaching junior high school is of a primary education in Indonesia. It is as it is stated in curriculum 2013 of English subject that can purpose the teaching. The teaching writing is to express oneself, to provide, and then information, to persuade, or to create literary works. And then some writing competencies we must complete by the student, and then based on the regulation of the Ministry of National Education. So from the seventh grade it's junior high school, concern from the descriptive text. And then there are many factors to influence the writing skill and writing manufactured to influence writing ability. Factor influence the improvement of the student writing skill were material media, classroom activity, classroom management, student teacher approach, and then many factor to influence student in writing skills. So the next slide, sir. The second slide is theory. Writing is the most challenging area in learning second language. It is based on appropriate strategy, use a language with structural accuracy and communicative potential from the Dark and Khan 2015. Therefore, learning to write using media, which is using media games. Can be attract the student because game in English learning activity is to practice as well as encourage some authentic and respond natural language and active communication. There are several games that can be used writing learning with media, but I choose the media is game, and then the games is guessing games. Why I choose guessing games? Because guessing games aims to practice asking and answering the question, and then the practice writing material that can be used the flashcard or object or some picture, and then in this game the student can take turn to guess to identity of an object through asking and the question. Wasting games where one child does not information that the class does of fun and useful activity. There are many games that will be used in teaching writing. And then the next story and the next slide. Methodology. First, method. I use the quantitative method for the research, and then I choose pre-experimental design for the research, and then the media, I choose the media games, and then the games is guessing games. For the collecting the data is the pretest and post-test. For pretest and post-test, this pretest can this pretest was determine the ability before doing the treatment, and then during the treatment, I explain more about the descriptive text, and then I give more about the exercise for the descriptive text, and then the guessing games for the post test was carried out or the result of the treatment given, and then the population and sample. The population I choose the research was student in 7th grade in SMP Anurmahnya children. For the findings, pre-test and post-test chart. For the finding, pre-test and post-test chart, and based on the figure, there was an improvement in score between the pre-test and then the post-test result. It may be demonstrated by the comparing by the pre-test and post-test mean score. So the mean score of pre-test in experimental design class was 4.4 a 54.8, and then the post test was 82.5. And then the next slide. Okay, the result of hypothesis test. First is to observe the change and to find the answer to hypothesis test result were analyzing using t-test. For the result of the t-test calculation, presented of score is 7.414, and then with degree of significance with 0.05, and then guiding score is the guiding score is 2.042, and then the analysis show that there was a significant differences between pre-test and post-test score of the participant. And then the next slide. Okay, the conclusion. From the conclusion, conclusion for the research is if I research conduct this on the 7th grade in class 7-4 at SMP Anormania Ciledug, it can be concluded that games was effective to enhance the student writing skill of descriptive text with media games is guessing games. I think enough, sir.
That's all, Dian?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And then now let's try to discuss more about your PowerPoint presentation, starting with your title first, okay? First of all, Dian, you got a great kind of title here because it is the questions. Yeah? How do games affect the writing skill of EFL learners? From your titles here, in my opinion, the result or your finding here, it will be about what are the effect of the games, yeah, in writing skill. But based on your explanation, it seems like you are implementing games, yeah, and then specific games here is guessing games to improve the student writing skills. Yeah, there are two different type of term here that you use. Yeah, first, based on your title, my expectation you're going to mention only about the effect, yeah, the effect of games, yeah, when you teach the student writing skill, not implementing several kind of games or specific games that you mentioned here, guessing games, and then compare it with the regular one. Okay, do you see my point? Come on, Dian, please.
I compare this implementation, and then the what is that, sir?
Okay, let me make it clear. Your title here, you are mentioning about how do games affect the writing skill of EFL learners, right? So your finding, it should be mentioning about all the effect of the games, yeah, when the student learn about writing skill. But it's turned out, yeah, when you explain your complete thesis also with the finding, it seems like you are implementing this one. You are implementing the specific guessing games for the students, yeah, and then as the treatment, and then you try to improve the student writing skills. Can you see two different terms? First, you try to mention only about the effect of the games in writing skill, and then on the contrary, you're mentioning the result based on the use of guessing games. Come on.
Yeah, but for the treatment, and then I give how do game affect the writing skill? How do games and then for the treatment, I give the more. I want to try about how the games is impact in the writing skill in junior high school, and then why and then I try to explain more about the writing skill, and then I will to give me more explanation about the teaching writing is more fun, and then the about the title is how do games because I want to know about how do games is effect in writing skill, but so I try to I try to more explanation try to more explanation about the games for the student.
Okay, so you are not getting my point. Let's skip this one. Now let's go to the next. Why did you conducted this research? Yeah, your title one more time here. It will be about the overview of the game's effect in learning writing skill for the students. Yeah, and then based on your basic reasoning, you are mentioning, okay, the student, they love to play games. Yeah, playing game is their hobby. And then when you conduct the research here, you need also to come with your proof. Why did you claim? Why did you conclude it here? The use of games can give the good effect for the students, especially on their writing skills. Can you prove it, please? What is it? The data?
Conclude for the what, sir?
Yeah, conclude for the data. Yeah, the proof that can mention your conclusion here based on the use of games, yeah, can improve the student writing skill. Come on.
Why? How why I improve the data from the research?
Okay, you claim it here. If the use of these games, guessing games, can improve the student writing skills. Okay, on what case, what condition, what kind of proof that you can provide it? Come on.
Oh, I give material for the first I give more material for the descriptive text first, and then after the explanation about the descriptive text for I explain about the student and the second I give the games is guessing games with the PPT, and then I I I mix and match, and I make the explanation, and then the student mix and match the picture for the explain for the I
Okay, thank you. That's lead me to the other question then. Mixing and matching games, it is the same with guessing games. Dian Rosydianti.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like that, but like mix and match, but not mix and match. So I give the.
Wait a second. What is it? Like mix and match, but not mix and match?
Yeah,
That's really confusing kind of explanation. Come on, make it more clear, please.
So for the second, after I explanation about the descriptive text, and the second one is I give the guessing game with the PPT because no. First first I want to video call one by one the student for the games, because I see the picture, and then I want to student description about the picture, but in the middle I video call, but not student to not student to study for the I give that, and then finally and then the last treatment I give the PPT, and then I share for the media in the media is in the media in the school for and then the student can see the PPT, and then the this the and then the PPT is I give explanation about the example for this is like this is the animal in the this is the animal for this is the animal this is the animal have to have to ear, and then the big ear, and then so after that one the student can the answering the explanation about.
Okay, thank you. I got your point. But
Yeah.
really, this one here is for the junior high school or senior high school, Dian?
Junior high school, 7th grade.
Junior high school, and then you still ask them to guess an elephant? Really?
Yeah, because I see the book. Before I met the treatment, I see the books on the school, and then the curriculum 2013, and then the school have to learning about that, and I continue about the book, but the material is I made.
Okay, thank you. The interesting one here is, what really you're going to teach about elephant for junior high school students? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, next, come on, let's go with the next one, the theory here. Okay, for your theory here, you're focusing on mentioning of writing. Yeah. In your theory, you're going to mention also all the details, all the concept of the theory that you use for your research. Yeah. So first, you're going to mention a writing skill. Yeah. You're going to explain it, why it is relevant also with the games, specific to the guessing games itself. Yeah. And then also with the characteristic of junior high school students. How did they learn about writing, and then how did they use games, yeah, to learn about writing? Okay, Dian?
How they learn about writing, and then how the
Yeah. So for your theory here, my suggestion, not only putting this game, this writing things, but you're gonna put also the details. Yeah, the details about the games, specific games, also with the guessing games, and then the characteristic of junior high school students. Yeah, what kind of the topic, what kind of the theme that they learn, yeah, with they while they learn about writing skill. Okay, Rian?
I got that.
Okay, thank you. Next one for your method. Okay, now let's try to have a look at your method. You're using the method, pre-experimental design, games, here the guessing games, collecting the data, pre-test and post-test, population and sample, okay. And then this research method, you gotta consult, you gotta ask your advisor, okay? Your method here, you are using pre-experimental design, but from your title, so from your title, you are not gonna give any kind of treatment, because you're going to see, you're going to find out only the effect of games for students in learning writing. Okay, Rian?
Okay.
Okay. Next one, for your finding, yeah, the finding based on your title, it should be about there are several effects of using games for the students. If it is based on your title, okay. First effect, for example, here, the student, they have increased motivation, yeah. So they will have an increasing motivation in learning writing. Yeah, and then second one, you may put also what is it, the effect of games in learning writing. For example, the student score here increased significant. That will be two different kind of finding. I hope you're gonna see my point. Yeah, because your focus here the effect of games, and then you're finding here you try to compare between the use of games specific to guessing games, yeah, between pre-test and then post-test. Two different kind of finding. I hope you see my point. Okay, Dian? Okay. I guess this also the same. Yeah. I want you to please try to consult with your advisor for this thesis. And I guess that's enough for your PowerPoint presentation, Dian. Now let's try to check your complete thesis. Then. Okay. 1 second, what happened? Why did you sweating? Dian, you don't have any fan with you over there? You're turning on the air conditioner, the aircon? Hmm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, wait a second. I'll try to open your complete thesis. Okay, can you see it now?
Not yet.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this one from your title, okay, and then since your title here is about the aim to know the effect, look at this one, yeah. On your abstract, you're mentioning the research aims to know the effect of games to the ability of EFL learners' descriptive text. Yeah, this one you have it different way with your title. Do you see my point? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You have to revise it here and then okay. Experiment. Look at this one. This is the correct one. Yeah. And it gives significant effect. Okay, significant effect. What is it? The form of significant effect. Okay, if you try to improve using the improved student writing skill using this game, so it is significantly improve the student descriptive text in writing. Yeah, and then it seems like you have some kind of problem in putting all your focus here for this research in one term. Yeah, sometimes you focus only on teaching writing, and then the other part you're mentioning descriptive text writing. Yeah, if your focus here is a descriptive text, all the time you're going to use descriptive text only, not switch it into the normal kind of writing skills. Okay, Dian?
Okay, Mr.
Okay. And then now let's have a look at your first chapter. Okay, your first chapter. You got many kind of this one, my dear. You're gonna revise it. Yeah. Look at this one. Yeah. Okay. And then what's wrong with this one? When you try to quote from Al-Quran or from Hadith here, you gotta make sure it is the same. Look at this one. Yeah. Why this one here is clear with no blank on it, and then this one it seems like you try to. Okay, can you see the difference between this one and then this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta make it the same, yeah. So because there's the similar one, yeah. And then look at this one. You got many kind of type of thing, yeah. So you have to do more grammar checking, yeah. Okay, and then it will be the same also with Tanti, yeah. You could put also the page, not only the year of the. Okay, look at this one also. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's enough, I guess, for your first chapter. And then skill in table writing. So what is it, skill in table writing? That's okay. Yeah? You got many typo here. Okay, look at this one. You're gonna recheck all of your sentence, all of your vocabulary here, your diction. Look at this one. Okay, it is not writing, but what? Okay,
Oh my
and then
God.
talking out loud, talking out loud. What is it? Out loud.
Loud.
Rhetorical, yeah. Okay, there are many. You're gonna revise it, all of it. Okay, Dian?
Okay, Mister.
Okay. Okay, now let's see your finding. I'm gonna give you a chance to discuss it first with your advisor. Okay, so which one? Yeah, your aim for this research. Okay, Dian?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I guess that should be enough for your chapter. Yeah. And then this one also, you don't have to put the full name, only use A, Z, and then H. Okay? Do not use the complete name. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to revise that one also. Okay, now let's have a look at your last chapter, conclusion and then suggestion. Okay, look at this one. Reprint wither. What is it? Oh my God. Okay. And then it is the same. You are using researcher, you're using writer, you're going to focus on one term only. Yeah, it's mean you have your focus. Yeah, if you're using writer, do it all the time. If you're using researcher, you're also going to do it all the time. Do not switch, do not mix it, do not blend it between writer and then also researcher. Okay, Dian?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I guess that's all. And best of luck for your revision. You will have only 3 days. 3 days to revise it, all of it. And then please, after this one, you're going to contact your advisor as soon as possible and then ask her the guidance. What is it? The aims that you want for this research. Okay, Dian?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess that's all from me. Yeah, and let's close this thesis defense here by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Yeah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And then the last, Wallahu muwaffiq wal hadi ila sabilir rasyad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.